The once rock-solid relationship between Washington and Seoul has been rocked by the detention of South Korean workers in an immigration swoop in the United States. The site of the raid is a $4.3 billion joint venture between two South Korean firms, Hyundai and LG Energy Solution, to build a battery cell manufacturing facility in Georgia. The plant was slated to open in 2026 and was expected to generate thousands of jobs and eventually produce batteries for 300,000 electric vehicles a year. Footage released by US authorities showed detained South Korean workers in handcuffs and with chains around their ankles being loaded onto an inmate transportation bus. It was one of the largest single-site immigration enforcement actions under Trump's administration so far. US officials allege that many of those arrested were in the country illegally.
Well, people that are in this country illegally need to know right now today that they have an opportunity to go home before they are detained. So many of those individuals that were detained through that operation in Georgia, we are following the law. They are going to be deported. A few of those had criminal activity beyond just being here past final removal orders, and they will face the consequences.
President Donald Trump, who has anyway shocked most of the world with tough tariffs, has now called on foreign countries to respect immigration laws in place while setting up factories and plants in the US.
I would say that they were illegal aliens and ICE was just doing its job. But I know nothing about the instance. It happened a little while ago. Okay?
There has been some pushback on that, though, from South Korea already. And of course, they pledged to invest $150 billion in the US and they were just here, last week. Are you concerned
Well, and
at all?
they have the right to sell cars and things in our country. It's not like a one-sided deal.
Are you concerned at all about, your immigration agenda potentially clashing with these economic goals?
Well, we want to get along with other countries, and we want to have a great, stable workforce. And we had, as I understand it, a lot of illegal aliens, some not the best of people. But we had a lot of illegal aliens working there. So, look, they're doing their job. That's what they have to do. These are people that came through with Biden. They came through illegally. They came into our country. So we have to do our job.
The scale and manner of the operation has sparked outrage in South Korea. President Lee Jae-young, who met Trump only a few weeks ago, ordered all-out efforts to respond to the arrests. Seoul said a deal to release and repatriate the detained workers has been concluded with the US and that a chartered plane would fly them home once administrative procedures were completed. South Korean Foreign Minister Cho Hyun is rushing to the US to meet with officials.
네, 그런 문제점을 저희들이 인식하고 있었고 이번 일을 계기로 제가 방미해서 협상의 시작을 하려고 합니다.
South Korea, a close US ally, has pledged tens of billions of dollars in American manufacturing investment, partly to offset tariffs. The timing of the raid, as the two governments engage in sensitive trade talks, has raised concern in Seoul. Trump has actively encouraged major investments from other countries while also tightening visa allocations for foreign companies. Trump's border czar, Tom Homan, has warned that more extensive immigration raids like the operation at the plant are likely. The crackdown could have a chilling effect by disrupting South Korean companies' investment plans in the US or delaying their implementation.
Fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing.